Hello, and you're watching TV9 News, and I'm your host Deepak. Now, drones are being seen as the wave of the future, but they are required right now to do the most important task: deliver vaccines to remote locations. So, in line with this, the center is now exploring the use of drones for the delivery of COVID-19 vaccines to remote locations. So, on Thursday, the DGCA granted a conditional exemption to the Indian Council of Medical Research for carrying out a feasibility study of the delivery of COVID-19 vaccines using drones. So, the ICMR will conduct the study along with IIT Kanpur for the COVID-19 vaccines delivery drone, which is being developed with a Bengaluru-based startup CD Space Robotics Private Limited. Vaccine maker Bharat Biotech is also part of the project, and the image on your screen is the order issued by the DGCA for the use of drones to deliver vaccines to remote places. But there are questions surrounding the whole project, like when it would see the light of the day, clearance problems, and also about the players involved in this project. So let's speak to NTRO DGCA certified RPAS master trainer Captain Rajesh Job to find out more about this project. So Rajesh, now my first question is, how will the entire operation be conducted? Who else is in the pipeline to get exemption?
Your question as to the processes is an interesting one, because there are a whole lot of clearances required from different ministries, including the Ministry of Defence, the Air Force, Ministry of Home Affairs, WPC, Airports Authority of India, and DGCA clearances. This aside from the programs to sensitize the ground level administration, including the police, medical team, disaster management teams, all of whom will be responsible for the active logistics and operations of this program. Well, Deepak, this project is not unique. There have been other proposals for medical delivery that have been put up for clearance. In fact, Telangana state is in the advanced stages of implementing an innovative medical delivery logistics program. Indian companies like Red Wings have conducted proof of concept medical delivery operations in foreign countries like Papua New Guinea and have put up a proposal to operate from AIIMS Delhi to their Sajjar satellite base. International companies have approached different states to operate pilot programs, and I genuinely hope that in the very near future, many of these humanitarian programs will be fast-tracked.
My second question is, what are the problems that will come in way of this particular project?
As we discussed, Deepak, you do have very valid concerns with regard to the roadblocks involved. Yes, the Ministry of Civil Aviation has given the Indian Council of Medical Research a conditional exemption from the new UAS rules 2021 to conduct a feasibility for vaccine delivery by drones. This is subject to the approval of their standard operating procedures, and DGCA no objection. Aside from the requisite clearances from the Ministry of Defence, the Ministry of Home Affairs, Airports Authority, and other invested organizations, as there currently exists no single window system or blanket clearance. As with others who are prepared to conduct such medical deliveries, ICMR will have to prove its use case and safety processes, as well as have the certified trained manpower to conduct these operations. Also, they have to satisfy all those involved as to their practical capability and the feasibility of their program. The logistics involved is quite serious and critical in nature. After all, you are transporting life-saving drugs and possibly organic tissue, blood, and plasma in the very near future. The precautions to be taken cannot be handled lightly. There is an entire cold chain to consider, tracking and delivery logistics, and the risk of biohazards in case of contamination whilst handling, or in case of an incident where there could be a spill or a payload breach that might be caused by various probable and known factors.
Now, are there special corridors earmarked for the safe transit of these drones? If not, when will it be done?
Most certainly, special corridors will have to be set up for the safe transit and flight logistics. They have to establish proper arrival and departure procedures as well as emergency procedures as to their preparedness and flow charts in case of an accident, incident, or event. Aside from the approved checklist in case of emergencies, bad weather, loss of link, or UAV systems failures.
How long would it take for the project to be implemented, and when would we see the first batch of drones ferrying the vaccines?
Though we've seen an accelerated slew of clearances of various projects in the recent past, thanks to the proactive nature of the different agencies involved, I must say that I am cautiously optimistic about any immediate implementation, as the project is sure to involve a component of BVLOS, also commonly known as the Beyond Visual Line of Sight operations, and this particular phase is yet to be defined. Though many consortia had come forward to conduct the experiments in 2019, and with medical delivery use cases being the primary objective, the entire BVLOS program, despite the intervention of the Ministry of Civil Aviation and positive assistance from the DGCA and the Airports Authority, has yet to deliver tangible results. This is due to clearances and operational logistics involved, which I am sure will affect the same project.
Now, my last question to you, Regis, is are drone pilots being trained for this project, or will it be purely based on artificial intelligence?
The program will definitely be under the control of a certified and qualified UAV operator during all phases of flight. Though stabilization and navigation may be augmented by the onboard flight computers and the processors, the ultimate authority and RPA's command will always lie in human hands. Though capable of autonomous flight, as I mentioned, due to safety and security concerns, the ultimate control will be vested in a human mission specialist.
Well, the vaccination drive is going on with full force in the country, but there are some remote areas where vaccines are not being ferried because of their location. So, to bridge the gap, we need help from all quarters, and this development of the DGCA giving clearance to test the operability of drones to deliver vaccine has come at the right time, and this will definitely boost our vaccination drive by delivering vaccines to remote areas. Do leave your opinions in the comment section below as to what you think about this project, and also do not forget to like, share and subscribe to TV9 News on various social media platforms. Many thanks for watching.